Hello, I'm Benita Peoples, Coordinator for Poetry Out Loud South Carolina, which is sponsored by the South Carolina Arts Commission. We are thrilled that you are interested in Poetry Out Loud. It's a great opportunity to learn about poetry and about recitation. In consideration of the COVID-19 pandemic, our process looks a bit different from previous years. Here's what's different. There won't be any classroom or school competitions. Our first round of competition this year will be at the regional level by video submission. And the biggest change is that any student enrolled in grades 9 through 12 can register him, her, themselves instead of being registered by a teacher. Are you asking, where do I start? How do I apply? No worries, I can answer those questions for you. Here's how you can find the application. Point your browser to southcarolinaarts.com. When it loads, you will see Arts Education with an orange book on desktop, and on mobile, click the menu on the top right corner to access it. Move over or click to find Arts Education programs. When that page loads, you'll find a link to Poetry Out Loud. Overall information about the program is there, plus plenty of helpful information about the new season. At the bottom of the page, in orange, is a link to our application. Open it up and get started. After you create your Submittable account, fill in your name, email address, grade, phone number, and mailing address. Your parent or guardian's name, email address, and phone number. Your school, ELA teacher's name, and your ELA teacher's email address. Then, save your application, and you'll come back to it to complete it when you upload your video submissions. Next, choose your poems. Go to www.poetryoutloud.org to choose 2 poems that you are absolutely certain that you can live with for possibly the next 7 months. Keep in mind that you will be evaluated on accuracy, physical presence, voice and articulation, dramatic appropriateness, evidence of understanding, and overall performance. Once you've chosen your poems, you can start preparing for competition. And here are a few tips to get you started. Print a copy of each poem and be sure to increase the font and spacing so you have room to make notes. Read your poems out loud. Read your poems out loud several times. As you read, listen to the words. Start thinking about what needs to be emphasized. Are there words that make you want to move in some way? Are there places where you feel that you should speak faster or slower? After you start getting some ideas about the direction of your poem, mark your poems. You do this by highlighting words you want to emphasize, noting ideas for gestures, marking the text for pacing or where you want to speed up or slow down. When you finish doing this, it may look like a mess, but you've just created your roadmap for reciting your poems. I know some of you are asking, how do I learn all of these words? Well, the best way to start is simply learning one line at a time. Memorize each line completely, then move on to the next. Some people record and listen to their poems to help with memorization. Others write out their poems. Use whichever method works best for you. Good diction is very important. This simply means clear pronunciation of the words, and this is essential for a successful recitation. A poem has limited words, chosen important words, and your audience needs to hear every single one of them. Another question we get asked is, what do I do with my hands while I'm reciting? Keep it simple and keep it natural. Let the poem inform your movement. Remember, listen to the poem. It'll tell you what to do. If you have absolutely no idea what to do with your hands, the rule of thumb is this. Keep your arms bent with your elbows relaxed at your sides and your hands gently linked. From this position, you are ready to make natural movements whenever you need them. Once you have all these elements together, have fun practicing your poems until they become second nature and flow out naturally. Remember to enjoy the poetry. Enjoy the language. Language and sound are what poetry is all about. Once you've memorized your poems, you are ready to record your video submissions. Please go to www.southcarolinaarts.com for recitation and filming requirements and filming tips. After recording your videos, you can now complete your submission in Submittable. When the South Carolina Arts Commission receives your submission, your parent or guardian will be sent a photo release form that needs to be signed and returned to the Arts Commission. This will complete your submission process. Please note these important dates. If you have questions or need more information, feel free to email me at bpeoples@arts.sc.gov. Good luck!